back, guys. The next episode of
The Twisted Mind podcast.
why we have a lot of similarities.
But we are very.
We have some.
No, we agree on aesthetics and the vibe of the whole thing. No.
What did we talk about last episode?
We talked about the evolution of the project. First episode was Inception, second was Evolution. Yeah.
Very big words.
For a very
what's
big
the
project.
name of the third episode?
Excuse me? Yeah. No, we talked about the streams, the setup, how we developed the ideas that we had, and yeah. So I already prefaced it last episode, but this third episode is going to have a very big topic.
Very big milestone of the whole project.
Of the whole project, which was our first ever album, The Twisted Mind.
The Twisted Mind. Just fixing the mic.
Stop it. Told you to stop it.
So basically, nowadays, The Twisted Mind, the name of the first album, is the new name of our artist duo.
Yeah, for those who don't know, we were originally named only Twisted, but we changed it to The Twisted Mind.
Yeah,
I think we mentioned that in the first episode as well. It's just
Probably.
to avoid confusion because it's just a very generic name, and
The Twisted Mind is more unique, and also I think like the whole brand and the whole idea, the whole vision was captured in that first album.
For sure.
And The Twisted Mind being the mind of the two of us, was like the minds, like the shared visions, the shared emotions, the shared you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what
too
you're
abstract.
talking about.
I'm not.
No,
I'm not
no,
sure.
I agree. I think the it's this kind of
Just
two,
looking
1
at
plus
me.
1 makes 2 kind of thing. No, that doesn't make sense.
Very
Two is-
clever. Very clever speaking. Yeah, but like maybe we can
the sum of the parts is
sum of the
bigger
parts, yeah.
than the parts themselves. You know, I think people know what we're talking about. There has something new was born when we started collaborating, and this is the spirit. Yeah, the sum is bigger than the parts. That's the saying. Yeah, that is encapsulated by, as you said as well, the album. Because at that time, I think we were we mentioned that in the beginning when we started streaming, we didn't really have a direction or a plan on how the project would go. Instead, we just started and just went with the flow. But then probably pretty soon, I think, as we had these like reflecting sessions in between the streams, I think we realized that because of all the music, all the ideas we were producing, at some point the next logical step would be to, put those songs mold them into form and bring them to life, and also deliver them to the people through an album.
Yeah.
So
we had all the sessions on the hard drive. We had the output of like probably 100 pieces of jams, like where we just it's just like as you said, the logical next step to put it out, and
What we kept doing is we made a list of all the jams, all the ideas we had, and we kind of ranked them into different tiers to get an idea of which ideas we liked the most.
what is album worthy,
Yeah,
and
exactly. And so that kind of helped us like evaluate or like pre-select songs for potential albums. And that's obviously this kind of selection ended up being the pool from which we picked. Actually, we didn't pick the album songs. They ended up being randomly selected.
rolled the dice.
We rolled the dice.
Actually,
Yeah,
like
which is
we had some tracks where we said, okay, this is definitely coming on the album.
yeah, that's true.
Like probably 2/3 of the album tracks, but there were some in between where we just like randomly rolling dice and saying like,
I think I remember what we did because we had, I think the selection we had at that time was about 45 song ideas. I think it was actually exactly 45 because I remember us thinking about releasing 3 albums with 15
50
tracks
tracks.
each. Yeah. So, because I don't know. I think we thought about hand selecting them and building like a storyline or something. But eventually, for some reason, we just ended up
Yeah, just
choosing them randomly. And I think it worked out really well. I think
really
the track
well. Yeah,
selection for the first album
yeah.
was really good.
I mean, calming down, being
Calm Down
calm
is the
down.
name of the track.
Yeah, sorry. Calm down, being the first track on the album, being also in our first ever session is probably like also a very beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's true. It's the first track on the album, first idea we ever created.
And we also had some songs from the last sessions where you told me like, okay, this definitely needs to be on the album because I just want to
Yeah.
put it out. Like,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
yeah, and once we had the tracks, we started to organize the tracks, like what makes sense.
Yeah. I think
Like,
we had like we even thought about putting skits kind of on the album and have like three separate parts divided by skits, which we ended up screwing
like
that idea.
three
But
acts, like basically. Yeah.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't
But
know if we screwed the idea of the skits and like separating them, but I think
the overall
the chronic
story arc is
chronic is
still
still
chronology.
chronology.
Chronology, chronology,
Chronology.
chronology. Is still the same. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're absolutely right. Yes, that's kind of how the track selection in the album came to be. But I want to talk about the cover because this is really something we can see it behind us. The people who are watching on YouTube.
And that this also adds to the thing I was saying in the beginning, like, or you were saying the sum of everything that I did, that you did, like the sum of us, some of our, how do you say? I don't know. Like the cover is basically the sum of our heads, of our minds.
Yeah, it's true.
We took the silhouettes that just uh, to bring you along, like took the silhouettes of both of our heads
Yeah,
and laid them over each other, and then we took um, the space in between these silhouette lines, and the shape of the album cover was born. Like,
yeah,
then we had actually the sum of our minds, like visually, and then we tried different things like layer over layer, like some abstract structures, and then we said, okay, let's just even make it more organically,
yeah.
like and working with hand drawn lines or some stuff like that.
Yeah, I think because you started using
It
like
was all digital, yeah.
digitally created shapes, and for me, I mean, I really gotta say I really love this. This is so special for me, as I love this whole iterative process so much, where we had ideas, and we didn't give up until we had this cover, which I think, because we went through this whole process, this is, when I look at it, I think it's a perfect cover.
It is.
There's nothing I would change.
And this is like,
But yeah, you described the process.
yeah.
I want to say this real quick, really well. And so for me, it was really important that it was something that we came up with 100%, and it's something that encapsulates the idea of the project, which is our two heads layered, and like
Space in
the
between.
space in between is kind of what this shape can only exist if we are both present, which is kind of what this whole project is. It only exists because the two of us are present. And so this was very important for me. And then also what you just said is that I wanted it to have this organic style, basically, where, because this is something that, although we produce music digitally, I think the whole I think what we do, to me, feels very organic, because it's emotions, it's human, it's raw, um yeah. This is why I weren't really satisfied with earlier iterations of
It
the
was
cover.
too abstract, too digital, as you said, and like then like we just laid down the shape, and I was like, I still remember saying like we need to add more depth, like add more, like give the shape more of a wavy type of look. And then you said, okay, let's just take the pen and just scribble it down with the hand drawn lines, and you did it that, and yeah, the wave, the twisted mind wave was born, basically. And this being like the sum of our heads, sum of our minds, sum of all the things we bring to the table for this project. Yeah, just as I said, it's a beautiful thing. And it's and now that we said, okay, we are not only twisted anymore, because we are the twisted mind, and the album being like the, like, epiphany, no, like the result, the final stage of everything that we did, or not the final stage, but at that time the final
It
stage.
was definitely the climax of
Yeah,
is
climax.
everything kind of peaked at that
Yeah.
point. And so it just made it, I think for me, the thing with the cover is it really is worth the time and effort we put into it. It's really what it deserved as well at the time. And so
A lot of overthinking taking place, like, all the time.
that's one of the examples where it's like definitely was worth not giving in.
Yeah, we also we try, like with every project we tried not to overthink. Like, okay, we let's just do it, let's just do it, let's just. But we always overthought, and there we overthought as well. But like the result is,
I really want to I want to go into this, because what you just said, I think, is very interesting. For me, the I want to say this is the big difference between the streams and the stream side of this project and the production side of this project, is that the streams are the space in which we just create without overthinking. But I think there is, on the other hand, in the production side, and when we're making albums, and we're going to talk about the release party in a second, this is really where we can start to like overthink in a good way, and go into the process and iterate, and like think more about what we want it to become, and have this. And
it's
for
also
me,
a
this is where balance
yeah,
comes from. We have this creative side of the project, and then we also have this like more sophisticated kind
no,
of,
I think both of these are like creative processes.
yeah,
Like having the space and just doing music is just the music creative process, but afterwards you tweak every little thing. This is
yeah,
still creative. It still adds to the aesthetics, to the quality, and just makes it all like into a full, like,
kind of flesh out project
yeah, like
product.
a Yeah.
produced good.
Good.
No, yeah, it's good.
Produced good. Yeah.
So, I mean, we can maybe. I think it would be too in depth if we go into the whole production of the album now. It's really maybe something that I want to talk about in the future in an extra episode, because this whole thing of how to get from a simple 4 to 8 bar loop and make a song out of it. I think that's something for a whole different episode. Maybe we can talk about that in the future. But basically, what we ended up doing is like I produced the instrumentals, then you came to the studio, we recorded the vocals, and
Yeah. Sometimes I did freestyles in the sessions that we later on used
yeah,
for the
exactly,
final tracks, like mostly hooks and stuff.
yeah.
But sometimes, like even by with you don't see it coming, there's like maybe the first half of the actual song was freestyle.
Oh yeah,
Which, and also yeah, I did some tweaking and some like
yeah. You had to write
optimizations,
out the lyrics
write
and
out the lyrics.
structure
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
That's also I I'm sometimes wondering, and this is what I was why I was saying this might be a whole episode in itself. Like this is a question that we are exploring, we have been exploring, and we will explore in the future when we make more songs. Is um, at what point, if you have a live session, as an idea that was created live in the moment, and you want to make a recorded song out of it, at what point does something get lost? How do you retain a certain vibe that the original might have? These are all questions that I think, from me being the producer, from my perspective, I haven't answered yet. And at the time I was producing the album, I I think I have the answer more now than I had back then. And I
But
think there's a lot of potential. I'm this is something I said before as well. It's potential that I might have missed because
looking
just
at the
my
album,
concept, yeah, just the concept of how to make a final song out of a loop. I think we weren't there yet, and we're still probably not there, but I think we've gotten a lot closer now. I think, and that might be. Sometimes when I listen
but
back
where
to
did
the
you?
originals,
Yeah, where did you just to give like an example? Where did you feel there was potential left on the table for at the looking at the
a
album?
song,
Yeah. Do you have like any specific song? Because
I
for me,
think,
this is like never been an issue.
I think "Come
Well,
Down" is one of them. I don't know. I would. Um, I would have to listen again. I think there's a couple where I think the vibe that I get from the original when we produced it on stream is a little bit more. It's just, I think a little bit of that vibe got lost
it's
when we produced it for the album.
it's a different vibe when it's more raw, probably like
Yeah, this is, as I said, something that needs exploring, and like I don't have the like a definite answer to that right now.
this is just you overthinking, being a
No,
perfectionist.
but it's part of the
It
process.
is part of the process, but like even for me, that is very close to these projects and very like involved in making these projects and songs and writing lyrics, has never been an issue with Calm Down. I was like listening to the track, it's just giving me cool like vibes, like
Interesting.
and taking me back in time, and like
Yeah.
it's perfect as it is. Like, but
I don't know. I'm not
just
saying
it's
the
just
album is
no no
bad
no
or
no
I don't enjoy the
no
songs.
no
I
no.
think it's more for me like it's something that I enjoy as well as part of the process. Is like asking myself these questions and looking for improvement uh, on the technical side for me as a producer. How can I, and but also on the like it's kind of a kind of, you say, this philosophical question almost, like, because these are such different environments where these songs exist in. Can they, maybe the answer is they can only work in that one environment, and the idea is only good when it exists in that space, and it just loses all of its appeal when you put it in a different spotlight. But yeah, as I
Can
said,
happen. Yeah,
I
can.
really want to
Yeah.
probably have a full episode about this because it's already getting. Stop touching your microphone.
Just fixing.
It's already getting too deep. I really want to
Yeah.
use a couple of minutes to talk about the release party, because this is probably, after the cover, I don't know, it's something that I'm very proud of as well.
Yeah.
It's really
Just throwing a big party for the first album. Just do it. Like, just having the album ready, put it out on the streaming platforms a few days later. I don't know what was timing again. Like, we
we
put it out on
released on
Thursday,
Friday, and
Friday.
the release
Ah,
party was
yeah.
on Saturday. It
We
was
had the
one
we
day
had the
later.
pre-release stream on Thursday.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're
And
right.
we always streamed on Wednesday in the beginning. Afterwards, we switched to Thursday.
Yeah.
We had the pre-release
Stream.
and at like midnight the album was out. On Friday was the party was on Saturday.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
released on Friday.
Ah, yeah, we
And
released on
had the
Friday.
party on Saturday.
Yeah.
So we rented a location in Oberhausen, and invited all the people we could think of. I think we got 50 people or something. I mean, definitely enough.
Yeah, definitely.
To have a nice party.
The room was full. Like,
We did a stripped down setup. So what we ended up doing is was we had instrumentals and then did the vocals live, which I think ended up being. This is probably the only thing that I don't regret it, but I think we could have done differently, is have more live music.
yeah, I mean,
Because oftentimes during the performance, I was just doing nothing, because it was just an instrumental playing and you were rapping. So I was just standing there DJ style, just turning knobs that don't do anything. Which is, I think you could have done it differently. It's something. Let's put it this way: if we were to do it again, I would do it differently.
Yeah.
This time, next time.
I mean,
but it worked anyway.
Yeah. You can always also probably the vibe of the streams was playing live instruments.
Yes.
And also this would have been better for the
show.
For the show, yeah. Basically,
more
would be more.
People would have. It's like, I think people were also not as invested in the performance, because it was just us standing there and behind a table, but that's.
This is what we work
the whole
with.
spirit
We
of the
didn't have
project is you learn from what you do, and if you don't do it, you won't have these insights.
We didn't have the time, because this would have taken us. How many tracks did we perform on the release
all
party?
of them.
I'm not sure. Some of them. I don't think.
I think we performed all of them.
Maybe.
We had an intro video that we produced to that. It's a really nice film as well. It's like to create the vibe, and have a small introduction. Also, just dropping the title.
Tell the story, with storytelling, capturing the state of mind at that time. Looking, as we said in the first episode of the podcast, society, politics, and all the twisted world around us. And us being twisted as well, and the twisted mind being the state of mind, basically, for everyone, or potentially the state of mind for everyone to missing the word, to
connect.
Yeah, to connect
to the music as well. I think that was what we could have done as well outside of the concert, and probably I think we tried, but that is really something that would have been necessary for good marketing for the album.
Yeah,
It's like get the story that we were trying to tell a little bit more out there, and in order for people to connect to the music. We alluded to in the last episode, talking about the deep voice is something that just communication, and taking the people behind the scenes, giving insight into our thought process, something. But it's kind of, you might have noticed by now, it's kind of a recurring theme for this.
Yeah.
Is, as we said in the beginning, also the reason why we are doing this right now is to take you behind the scenes and give you an insight in all of these ideas that we are having. And
also, like, this is also again kind of reflection with
it is,
that we
for sure,
also did in between the streams. Just look, like, take a look,
take a step back
take a step
as
back
well,
and look at all the things that happened, like wrapping it all up, just to make it make sense.
wrapping it up, is a good point, because we are getting towards the end of the episode. And well, yeah, the first album was a big milestone for us. I'm really glad that we just did it again and made it happen. But yeah,
Finally.
well, as we pointed out, there's a lot of stuff that went really well that I'm really proud of. But just as much stuff where I'm like, I want to do it. I want to do it again and put it like to the next, on the next level, just a step up.
The Twisted Mind, the first album, now being the name, just making click.
It just motivates me to put more stuff out there, work on stuff, and repeat the process, become better at it. And so, with that said, I think that was kind of the announcement for the second album. But no, that's not official yet. We're gonna
new music
new music
is
is on the
heading your
way.
way. Yeah,
We'll see if we'll ever make an album again, but new music is definitely.
we definitely have
We definitely have enough song ideas to fill
enough
another
ideas. Yeah,
2 or 3 albums.
yeah,
So that shouldn't be the problem.
at least.
Yeah. And with that, yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. Yeah, drop your comments below, and always interested in feedback. We hope that we can inspire you, and if you have questions left, then just get in touch.
And if you're listening on Spotify or somewhere, if you want to get in touch, we're also on Instagram. I think is the best way.
Yeah, and keep it twisted, you guys.
Bye.
We need some like a catchy phrase.
We need a catchphrase.
Yeah, like,
I think the peace sign and bye.
Keep it twisted.
This is my catchphrase for now. Keep it twisted.
Peace.